Welcome back to the channel, and in this video we're going to be delving back into the 90s and going to carry on our adventures in How to Make Wargame Terrain by GW, and we're going to be looking at how to make woodlands. So I'm going to follow the guide in this book step by step as to how to make woodlands. So the first thing I need to do is pick up some ready-made trees, and for this I am turning to a company called K&M Trees. So let's use our good friend Google to look them up and show you what the website looks like, and just give you a brief feel as to what they offer. Now, I may be wrong, but I believe K&M Trees were one of the companies that supplied GW back in the day with their trees for terrain. Again, that might be wrong. Comments below if you know otherwise, but I believe this is the case. The website itself is not necessarily the easiest website to use. It's a little bit dated, but it suffices, and I was able to pick up my trees from here with no bother really at all. So now I've got my trees, let's move on to making the base. So in the booklet, How to Make Wargames Terrain, all bases are made from cardboard. So the way they do this is you cut out 3 to 4 pieces of cardboard, and where the lines run you stick the cardboard so the lines run horizontally, then vertically, then horizontally, then vertically. This helps to give a much stronger base and will stop warping. So once you've got them cut, you want to just glue them together. I'm going to be using some hot glue. It's probably the best glue to use for this sort of thing. PVA takes a little while to dry and can sometimes not be as strong enough. Hot glue just picks it up straight away and you're good to go. Just carry on with your work. Okay, so once you've glued all your pieces of cardboard together, just get a knife and you just want to bevel off the edges of the base. You may want to use a slightly bigger knife than what I'm using here because I had somewhat trouble doing this. I'd recommend maybe more of a Stanley knife type knife to do this little bit of work. Okay, so once you've beveled it off, you just want to run around the edges with a little bit of sandpaper. This will just take away the frayed edges of the cardboard and just make it a little bit more smooth. So now we've beveled off our edge of our base, we want to lock that in with some PVA glue, and that will also give us a little bit of tackiness ready for the next step. So next step then, grab yourself some polyfiller and we're going to go around the edges of the base and just smooth off those edges. So once you've done that, it should look something like this. What I did then is took this outside and give it a sand down just to get it all nice and smooth, ready for some painting. So for the painting then, I'm just using this tester pot from Wilko's, just a brown, just to basically base coat it, just to get it ready for some flocking. So I went over that with a couple of coats of the brown, and now we're ready to start working out where we want our trees. Okay, so the K&M trees then, they come with like a pointy end, which has got a slight screw to it. That makes it a lot easier to pop them into wherever they're going to go. But first of all, I'm just going to place them out and just push them down to create a little dimple, and then I'll use a small little hand drill just to push through and create a hole ready for them to screw into later on. So now I've marked out where the trees are going to go, I'm just going to coat the whole base with PVA glue, and that's going to be ready for some flocking. So now ready for the scatter. I'm just using two variants, a slightly darker and then a light scatter. So first I'm throwing down the dark scatter, sporadically throwing it into different places, and then I'll come along with the lighter and then fill it all up. I'll just give it a bit of tone, a bit of variance to the grass. Here's the lighter. So once you've placed your scatter onto the base, let it dry for a good few hours and then come back to it. And I didn't film this bit unfortunately, but just coated it completely again in PVA to give it a rock solid finish. As you can see here, it's just been PVA'd, now it's ready for placing the trees. So simple task, just to get a little dob of super glue, place it to the bottom of the tree that won't be showing, and then just screw it into the hole that we pre-made. And there you go, you have your very own 90s style GW woodland base. Extremely simple process, not hard at all, anyone can do this. There's no making of trees, you just pick the trees up and then make the base, stick it in. Yeah, and it's as simple as that. So please comment below, let me know what you think. Also, is there anything else in this particular book you'd like me to make? That would be quite fun. Some recommendations, and I'll give them a go. So with that guys, thank you very much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay safe, bye.